at least it's the first day of the show, but no one will be here yet. It's 11:45. Ryan, what do we have?
So I'm going to kick off the conversation, if you guys don't mind, with the chronological order being the first press conference that took place, which I believe was on Monday, was our good friends at Capcom. So any surprises there, or anything you guys weren't expecting?
Dead Rising, which is their Xbox 360 game. It's all about zombies, yet it's not a Resident Evil game. Right. They do the thing, that it seems like all these new Xbox and PS3 games are doing, where it shows the guy with like a few zombies and it pulls out and it's like, oh, there's 8 zombies. They couldn't possibly have more than 8 zombies. And then it just keeps going and going and going. And it's like 300 zombies by the end of it. Just like, oh man, it's cool.
Excellent. Now, anything else we want to talk about at Capcom before we move on to our next one?
I think we can safely move on.
Fantastic. Our safely moving on one is Square. Square was the next press conference that took place.
Today they announced Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is coming to the Revolution, like a sequel or something like that. Final Fantasy 12 is still coming to the PlayStation 2. Gotcha. Final Fantasy 11 is coming to the Xbox 360. There's just basically a gang of Final Fantasy action.
Right on. They finally recognized that's what people love and want.
Basically, they're like, you know what? People enjoy these Final Fantasy games.
Right on. All right, let's go ahead and move on. All right, I can't wait. All right, the next one after Square was Sony.
So, dude, okay. The Sony press conference always starts out really slow. Year after year, they trot out all these charts. It's like, here's the PlayStation 2 lifetime to date business statistics. And they just run down chart after chart. This time, they just weren't messing around. They come out and they say, all right, let's talk about the PlayStation, the next generation PlayStation. Nice. By the way, it's the PlayStation 3. By the way, it's out spring 2006. And then you kind of expected that to be it. Maybe they'll show one game and that's all. But no, they're like, okay, let's talk about games. In fact, let's just show some games. Here's some games you can expect to see on the PlayStation 3.
So the next one, right after Microsoft, right after Sony, of course, was Microsoft.
Yeah.
I was there for that one. I know for you guys. What do you guys think?
The Microsoft press conference was really focused on trying to sell the system as being cool without necessarily showing games that backed that up. And I think the system looks really cool. I think the features are all pretty cool, but they were really trying to just beat people over the head with that fact. It's just like, just real kind of marketing speak, kind of crazy talk. Yeah. And they didn't spend a whole lot of time showing games, and what they did show, I don't know that it really stood out. I mean, especially walking out of Sony, right, getting on a bus, like a shuttle bus, and walking into Microsoft and sitting down and seeing that.
So, all right. Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo, let's move on. We got the last press conference, right?
Yeah.
Last one.
Nintendo didn't really show a whole lot. They basically held up a box and said, this is a prototype of the Revolution, and the slot glowed.
Right on.
Finally.
But no Revolution games shown.
It's like E3 started, man.
Oh, is it 12 o'clock?
It is. Kind of looks like it.
All right,
yeah.
Well, that's going to cut our first part a little short because we were pretty close. We were actually only going to talk about Konami. But before we
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Can we come back and do that? Can we roll our little packages and we'll come back and talk about a little at Konami and then debut 2 new trailers? Is that cool?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. So I think we're ready with our package now. So if that's all set, let's go ahead and take a look and see what some of the biggest games at E3 are this year.
Welcome to Gamespot's coverage of E3 2005. So here it is, everything that we haven't been able to tell you until this very minute. So sit tight, buckle up, and check out the hottest titles hitting the floor this year.
My name is Mark Echo. I'm the Executive Creative Director on a video game called Getting Up, Content Under Pressure.
Mark Echo, the hip-hop fashion mogul and Executive Director on the game, will join GameSpot live on stage on Wednesday, May 18th from 12:45 to 1 p.m. to take you on an in-depth demo. Getting Up, Content Under Pressure is set for release on the PlayStation 2 in September of this year.
When we started making this game, drawing it up 2 years ago, we kind of wanted to make the game that everyone knew what was going on with pro football and that the NFL didn't want people to have. So we wanted to make a Blitz that still feels like Blitz, but also has these sort of gritty, realistic elements on and off the field.
We'll take a close-up look at Blitz the League as it's demoed live on stage Wednesday, May 18th from 1:45 to 2 p.m.
Obviously, revenge is the focus now, so it's all about the aggression. We've reinvented all the aggression. It is all about calling out your rivals, kind of seeing the guy who's kind of messing with you and then saying, right, that's the bastard. I'm going to go right after him. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to have his nuts and do him, basically.
Tune in on Wednesday, May 18th from 3:35 to 4 p.m. as Emily Newton-Dunn answers those questions and more with GameSpot live on stage with a demo. Prince of Persia 3 is the recent installment of Ubisoft's hit franchise. Scheduled to release later this year for the PC, GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation 2, players will be able to wield the powers and weapons of the regular Prince and the Dark Prince, with different combat styles, attitudes, and histories. Well, tune in Thursday, May 19th from 1:05 to 1:20 p.m., and Giannis Mollet will answer all your questions with GameSpot live on stage. So there it is. That and more to come as we take you inside and out, the booths, the shows, the new consoles, and of course, the games. We'll see you at the show.
Well, for those of you watching, Greg had to run off and actually get back to work. There's a whole room full of GameSpot editors actually typing and cutting video
back
and
there.
making stuff like that right now. You actually made that one, though. Good job, man.
I did, thanks, man.
Very good.
Thanks.
So talking about games that you got to see today, you were at Konami today, right?
I was at Konami. The big news was that Hideo Kojima basically created his own internal studio, and that's hella loud back there, but he created his own studio called Kojima Productions, internal to Konami, and like apparently now he's going to be directing Metal Gear 4.
What were the other two Metal Gear games?
There's going to be Metal Gear Acid 2, also for the PSP. And
Still card-based?
Yeah, there's still a card-based thing going on. But yeah, the other game is Metal Gear Solid 3 Sustenance for the PlayStation 2.
Right.
And that's basically, you remember Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
got
it's
you, I
like a
got you.
remixed, updated version of MGS3.
So tons of exclusives, of course. You can see the schedule basically on the E3 Live page and check all that stuff out. But there's a whole bunch of people here tired and hungry and want to go home. And we'll be back first thing in the morning anyway. So without further ado, why don't you go ahead and take it away, Lauren, please.
That's right, Ryan. We are out of here at least for a few more hours, but we'll be back at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll have demos all day for you guys until 6 o'clock, interviews, tons of footage. These guys will be running around the show, bringing you everything that we're seeing as it's happening. So come back at 10 a.m. We'll see you then.
Here with The Godfather up next. I got my man from EA. What's up, buddy?
So I'm Joel Wade. I'm a producer for The Godfather.
I'm sitting here beside Reed Schneider.
Matt Webster is here now, executive producer of which game?
Burnout Revenge.
Burnout Revenge!
Yeah.
I think, the first thing we have to, get out of the way right away is, Batman is back. And this time, it's really feeling like we can feel good about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm joined on stage by my man, Mark Echo. What's up, Mark?
What's up, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
And here we are. I'm here with my friend Soren. Soren, what's going on?
Hey, not much.
You work for Firaxis Games.
That's right.
I'm right next door over here with Peter Molyneux. Thank you so much for coming by.
No, it's all.
Really appreciate it.
You are the lead designer for a little game called Civilization 4.
Yeah, that's right.
And you brought the movies by, didn't you?
Yeah, we're going to look at the movies.
All right, Homer, I think you're still out there, man, right? Fighting through the crowd. Where are you now?
What? Hey, thanks, guys. I'm here down at the LucasArts booth. Thanks, guys. Hey, man, me and Rich are over here at the Sony booth. I'm over here at the Majesco booth. Looks like there's some booth babes over here having some tantrums to some techno music.
Dude, this place is huge!
Oh my God! How are we gonna be able to cover this thing in 5 minutes?
All right, my name is Matt Shaw. I work in marketing here at LucasArts. So why don't you come on in and we'll show you what we got going.
Let's go check it out. Right on. They're kicking off a stage show. It sounded like the lady was laughing, trying to introduce them. Anyways, I'm at Majesco's booth. We're gonna go check it out.
We gotta cover in 5 minutes. I'll tell
Oh
you
wait,
what.
I'm out here. All right, get out of here. Without further ado, why don't we take it back to stage?
For years, Blitz has been kind of regulated by licenses, kind of put into this hole where we couldn't do everything that we wanted to do. So 2 years ago, we decided let's just get rid of the license and put in everything that we've always wanted to put into a game like this.
So The Godfather is all about taking you back into 1945 New York, right? Unlike a traditional sort of movie game where you have a series of linear missions, this is more of an open living world.
So if you remember one thing about Battlefront 2, it's that you got to remember these 4 things about Battlefront 2. Space, Jedi, single player, and episode 3.
Cool, right on. So why don't you get a screenshot of that? It looks pretty hot. You got some Got some stormtroopers blasting fools.
All right, so basically what I'm telling you is that Mark Echo himself is going to be bringing this game by our booth later today.
Tell me, what's the reaction been so far for
The
getting
reaction's been positive, man. I've had the good fortune to be this cat who's been coming to E3 for 7 years, dreaming about making games.
What this game allows you to do is make movies, whatever movie you want, whatever story you want to write. If you want to rewrite some movie of your favorite movie, you can do that within the movies.
Castlevania Curse of Darkness, let's look at this real quick. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, look, Castlevania. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'll play that. All right, sweet, moving on.
So in true Battlefront fashion, we've got the player out in space playing any way they want to play.
Dude, that's awesome.
Here we go, injury, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's unfortunate.
The basic gameplay convention is to avoid drips. You're using the analog stick and you're trying to, you see right there, he just dripped. Here he just informed little sanitation workers a little pissed off. But Train's not really trying to have it. Oh, ooh, a little bit behind the knee. Oh, Train, not with the backhand, dog.
One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to go talk to Clemenza. He's actually offering me a hit that I can do, one of the many missions I can do in the game. So I'm going to accept his hit.
Who's the target?
We have these cool animated leader heads of we got 26 leaders in the game. We got Elizabeth, and we got Washington, and
we'll recognize
Napoleon.
All
oh yeah, they're all sorts of all the guys you slept through in history class, right?
So this is brand new, and Burnout Revenge is using the traffic cars as weapons. So
when we began thinking about what we wanted to do with the Batmobile, we thought there's not we were playing a lot of Burnout at the time.
anyone who is going the same way as me is fair game, and I can use them, except if they're a boss.
I can use my boosters. I can make the car jump. I can collect boost, and I'm going to try and take these guys out right there.
Now, one of the people, this is a question from Nelson Ortiz out of Hartford, Connecticut. What part does Talib Kweli play in the game?
Qua plays the lead voice of Train.
This is the first game where you're going to fly around not only in space, as nobody else can do it, but you can jump out inside an enemy hangar here. I'm taking over this area. I'm the new boss in town. I've got these rebels on the run. I can go inside. I can even go inside this little area here and take over their own turrets and use their own turrets against them.
Okay.
This is the important scene where the Don is killed.
I got you.
We were fortunate enough to get Marlon Brando's last performance for the game, so that's also wonderful.
Oh, right on. I don't think there's very many scenes in very many movies that is better than that.
Come on, what's better than that right there, huh?
Yeah. This is where it goes down.
And as you can see, Darth Vader is Darth Vader. He's this menacing guy.
He's just stomping through there.
He's got force choke, as you saw right there. He can swing his lightsaber and knock people out. He can take over command posts. He can drive vehicles. He can complete objectives. He can Jedi sprint, Jedi jump, all sorts of attributes.
We also have the ability to fight as a Jedi, and we have episode 3 content.
So as you'll see, Obi-Wan's a much different Jedi than your Darth Vader. He's got this sprint. He can do all sorts of, he's got an aerial move. He moves a lot faster. He moves like you would want Obi-Wan to move.
And here's my hit target. So I'm going to rough him up a little bit.
Get him. Awesome. Is there anything you want to say before you get out of here?
I want to tell everybody that's on the floor, if you dream of making a game, if I can make a game, you can make a game. And this industry needs outside independent creativity to help energize it and challenge the status quo of how games are made. And that's what's up.
Right on, man.
All right.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks,
Thank you
man.
so much for
Thank
coming by,
you.
man.
Peace.
Have a good one. Well, that was Mark Echo getting up.
Mike, Craig, thanks for stopping by.
So anyways, Matt, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with the game.
And there you have it. That's The Godfather.
That's awesome.
Thanks for coming by.
Right on. Thank you so much for coming by,
Absolutely, man.
Casey. Really appreciate it. Right on. Thank you so much once again for coming by. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you both.
The show is winding down. We got so much left to show, though. Take it away.
I've got Reggie Phil's name?
Fisame.
Fisame. I still messed it up.
That's right. Call me Reginator.
Hey, what's up? Thanks, guys. I'm over here at the South Hall, and it is bumping right now. Right behind me right here, we got the N1 Street Ball booth, little stand action. Let's go check this out.
Now we're back live right on the other side of the stage. How you doing, Rob?
Doing well, man.
Right on. And for the folks that don't know you, can you tell them who you are and what you do and why you're going to be showing us today?
I'm Rob Loftus. I'm the producer on Fear for Vivendi Universal.
I am on set right now with Ben Mattis, who's a producer of Prince of Persia 3.
Joining me right now is Bill Trennan. How you doing, Bill?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. And we have the one and only Mr. Anuma. How you doing?
Hi. We're in front of the Microsoft booth, and this place is gargantuan.
I think one of the biggest things you guys have here, which is the smallest thing, of course, is this new Game Boy. You want to talk about that for a second?
Sure. We've got the Game Boy Micro. We announced this on Tuesday. The response has been truly off the hook.
Oh, juked them. Left them shook. Uh-oh. There you go.
You're part of the FEAR team, which stands for First Encounter Assault Recon, and basically that unit is like it's a special forces unit that's like even above Delta Force.
Oh wow.
So story-wise, Prince of Persia 3 takes place right where the Warrior Within left off. The prince has returned to the city, has returned to Babylon. He's expecting a hero's welcome. As soon as he arrives, though, he quickly realizes he's going to get anything but that.
What do you got to say about the Zelda action you guys got here today?
You know, it's the game of the show. It will be the game of the year.
Well, I've been a producer on the Zelda series since prior to E3 last year, and I've been working as producer on the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Sisen, but most recently I've been put back into the director role in the game, so I am now back working hands-on on the project.
What we're introducing is something we call the speed kill system. It's very dynamic, it's very rewarding. It showcases the prince's acrobatic skills, it showcases the prince's combat skills, and allows him to quickly turn the tides in his favor.
Now, what are the different kind of game modes you guys got in this? Obviously, you got a single-player storyline.
Single-player storyline, and there's also multiplayer that we're going to have as well. You're going to be able to use slow motion within multiplayer.
In terms of the competitive systems, you know, I've got the same question that everyone else has. When are they going to launch? What's going to be the pricing?
Oh, actually, all the Xbox 360 stuff is down there. How do we get down there? Let's go.
And most importantly, what's going to be the software?
We got some Full Auto. We got some Condemned Criminal Origins. Those are both titles released by Sega for the next gen. We got Top Spin, which looks like a tennis game for the Xbox 360. We got Activision's Call of Duty 2.
I know I've wandered around. I was a little disappointed with the amount of playable software for a system that's supposedly launching in November.
That's right, home I found my man. Cord Smith over here with Full Auto. How's it going, Cord?
It's going great, man. How do we do that? I don't know. Next gen, maybe, like Xbox 360.
I actually got my man Scott Hawkins here from Sega, the man behind the game.
Well, we're showing Condemned Criminal Origins here at E3, and we have a brand new level that has never been seen before, and the game looks great.
Now, you guys are not saying date. You guys aren't saying anything about that. For the stuff that we do know, do you have any time frame when the next announcements we'll hear about those specifics?
The things that your fans need to know is at the right time we'll be sharing it. We'll be putting it on GameSpot. We'll get the message out, and keep hanging with us.
Essentially, the setting for this game takes place in the Kingdom of Hyrule, but what's happened is that a kind of magical power has overcome Hyrule and turned it into this dark Twilight realm.
The Dark Prince is the second major innovation that we're bringing to Prince of Persia 3.
And these kids from Link's village get kidnapped and taken into the Twilight realm. Link, in an attempt to save these kids from his village, goes into the Twilight realm, and that's when he finds that he transforms into the wolf.
The Dark Prince is the physical manifestation of all of the prince's weakest personality traits.
So before we go and sign off, you guys actually brought a couple very special presents for a couple lucky GameSpot Complete members out there, correct?
We should get some questions from the fans here, you know?
Oh, definitely.
We should have some fun.
So this is a Nintendo DS card that we gave away at our Nintendo Media Briefing on Tuesday. And what is on this card is the Legend of Zelda 2005 E3 trailer. Of course, we gave some of these away, but what makes these two particularly special is that they have Mr. Aonuma's signature right there on the front of the package.
My name is Weston from Advanced Media. We had heard rumblings before E3 of a possible showing of Mario 28. I think you'd even alluded to that it would be here in some form. What happened?
I apologize. He apologizes. Trust us. We've got some good stuff coming.
So the way we usually do giveaways is we usually ask our folks at home a question, and the first ones to respond, the first two with the correct answer and their full mailing address and information, get the prizes.
There's a bee's nest here in Toru Village in the E3 gameplay demo. How many bees are there in that nest?
First two GameSpot Complete members that have their full mailing address and info sent to us, send it on in. We'll get it here. First two will get these sent out to them. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much for showing us. I wish we had more time.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Ryan, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Really
and thank the fans. We really appreciate the support.
Thanks for joining us, Scott.
So thank you once again, Rob Loftus, for coming by.
No problem,
I really
man.
appreciate it. The game looks so terrific. That does it pretty much from us today. You saw all kinds of good stuff. This was great. Thank you once again. We'll be resuming our live webcast from the show floor here at E3 2005 GameSpot booth. Join us again tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We'll be doing it all again tomorrow. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Welcome back to GameSpot's live coverage from E3 2005. This is the final day of the show.
All right, so I am standing right outside our own booth.
Now, Lauren, what we got up next?
I am on stage right now with the Lionhead Studios, Peter Molyneux, the designer you all know well. He was here yesterday showing the movies.
Yes.
And also with Ronald Miller, who's lead designer on Black and White 2.
All right, so we are going to check out the GameSpot booth. We got our man Jeff Gersman right here representing 3.7 Bad.
Paulina, you are the producer of SingStar Pop World, right?
That's right, yeah.
The microphone over there. So can you tell us a little about SingStar Pop World?
In Black and White 2, you play a god again.
And then we got our man Oncarino Lara right here. He is straight hustling inside the booth, making deals happen. Say what's up.
This time the world is at war, and it's your choice whether you're going to be the god of peace and build beautiful, amazing cities.
It's a singing game, and it's all based on singing like popular songs and trying to hit the melody.
Or whether you're going to be the god of war and build an incredible army.
Now we're about to go inside the tech booth where all of the live programming goes down, and we'll show where all the magic happens. All right, let's check it out.
In this game, every single person in the world has actually got their own lives and their own names.
We got our man Tim Tracy processing all these assets.
Oh, dip! If you see here, we actually take everybody off the contact list from your email,
Wow.
and they're all, so you can have like your friends and family and stuff in the game, and then you can send them off to war, which is a pretty emotional
Now that's
experience.
important if you had a bad day at work, because if you find your boss, you can. Here's
not
what
going
you
to
can
be
do:
as benevolent.
you can torture him, you can imprison him, you can flame him, you can get your
Right.
creature to eat him. You know
Right.
that is good therapy.
Absolutely.
We got our man Jimothy keeping it live. Tyler. We got our man Craig Beers, who handles all the business, making all the deals happening.
Right on. All right, we're going through the last hour of E3 2005. So without further ado, let's bust out with one of these songs. What do you want to sing, Pink?
Let's get the party started.
All right, let's get the party started. Right on.
All right.
All right, Jeff G.
I'm trying to go over to see Black. That's the only thing I haven't seen yet that apparently is super hot.
Super hot.
Yeah, Brad came back from the Black demo, so like, that looks a really good game.
Coming up, so you better get this party started.
Sports editor, first E3 ever. Tell me what you've been experiencing.
Well, it's actually not my first E3.
Okay, I'm talking trash.
Yeah, I did a couple in Atlanta, but I want to point out something. Back when I was in Atlanta, the swag was pretty good. Let me just show you what people are giving out today.
Okay.
I think this is mango.
Excellent. Well, we have a lot of footage for you guys on GameSpot, a lot of information. Our editors have checked out Black and White 2. I wish you both the best. Enjoy the rest of the show.
But anyways, I wanted to give you a mind's eye into what we do to make things happen, to get you the information that you want to see. So anyways, I'm out. I'm going to take it back to the booth.
Get this party started on a Saturday night. Everybody's waiting to arrive.
Remember how
What did we just see? What did we just see?
That was absolutely amazing. Inspiring.
How's E3 wrapping up? Ryan Davis, first let's get to you. You saw a phenomenal game just recently down at Ketchy Hall.
That's right. I was actually just down in Kensha Hall. I was at the Red Octane booth. We went back to a private session to see Guitar Hero.
What is Guitar Hero?
Okay, so Guitar Hero, it's the Guitar Hero.
Oh, it's Guitar Hero.
Okay, just one of them, just me. The song selection that they had in the E3 demo was just really amazing. They had the one pick, which was my personal favorite, at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Boston's More Than a Feeling.
More than a feeling. This dude is so mental. Look at this guy.
When you're playing the game, when you're in it, and it's
Yeah.
like you want to like do like the leg kicks, and you wish that you had like a monitor that you could put one leg up on
Yeah.
and just because
Ryan Davis, by the way, keeping the mustache for the next 2 months. You heard it here first. Exclusive on GameSpot Live's live coverage of E3 2005, which is now continuing.
All right, this is it. We're down to the last few minutes of E3 2005. This is our day 3 wrap-up show.
We covered how we had over 1,000 games here on the show floor.
We've got
covered the
over
Bible
1,000 stories, so we've got at least one story to every game and one movie to every game.
I have a question about the technical aspects of GameSpot. How much cable did it take for us to pull off what we've done at E3? Ryan McDonald, do you have an answer to this question?
Yes, that answer is David Toole.
All right, let's get David Toole up here.
Cable.
This guy, he's gonna take this guy. All right, David Toole, yeah. This guy is the backbone.
Probably 1,000 feet of cable.
How much?
About 1,000 feet.
About 1,000 feet of cable.
Lots of cable.
It's a lot of cable.
Greg, can we start talking about how many people watched our stuff yet, or is that something we're going to save when we go later?
I do believe we can. On our peak day, we had 1.5 million people visit our site, which totally just shatters our record. And we had like what is it?
We had 6 million streams on Tuesday.
So if you
in one day,
if you watch those all consecutively, that's 12 hours worth. 12
years.
I'm sorry.
We're about a minute away from the show closing. As
All
you
right.
all know, the power goes down, the internet gets turned off.
Yes.
So here's to the best E3 we've ever had.
Thank you to
Thanks
all of
in
our
part
viewers.
to everybody watching. Your questions helped us do this, as well as everybody here at the video game show, known as E3 2005. Yeah, baby! So, from all of us here, LA Convention Center, E3 2005, keep checking the site. Join us every Thursday from 4 to 5 for our live show. And anything else you want to say, partying, before we leave? Let's get out of here! All right! All right! History for a year! Woo! Thank you so much, Gamespot!